Information coming in is that the Jamaica Progressive Party owes huge bills. The Jamaica Progressive Party, the movement that sent shockwaves throughout Jamaica with its proposal to transform Jamaica into a kingdom, has failed to pay its employees who were engaged in assisting them to secure general election victory. Jamaica Progressive Party, which is led by Gilbert Alexander Edwards, had claimed earlier this year that they had approximately $50 million, which equates to Jamaican $7.2 billion. This money, however, was tied up in the international system and was unable to be transferred to Jamaica. According to the Jamaica Progressive Party, they were given the assurance by the international financial institution that access would have already been granted. Notwithstanding that, they are also aware that given the magnitude and nature of the transaction, delays may be experienced. The secretary of the Jamaica Progressive Party, Robert Rainford, has stated that the party was successful in opening a bank account at a Jamaican financial institution. He, however, refused to disclose the party's source of funds. Mr. Rainford has also stated that he cannot disclose that information because it's a non-disclosure agreement with a federal agency overseas. The Jamaica Progressive Party, before pulling out of the recently concluded September 3rd general elections, stated in its manifesto that it would, among other things, pay off Jamaica's debt, increase minimum wage, and abolish income tax. However, staff members are extremely upset. One person claims to be owed $400,000 since August 2020. Last meeting that they held was on September 17, 2020. There was approximately 300 people at that meeting, which included candidates, campaign managers, and people of the executive body, and no one has received any payments. According to the source, they feel that people need to know what is happening in the JPP because they live in a world where no one can be trusted, not even those that are called godly persons. I did not expect this. Why would they come and make big talk and employ people and have no money? Mr. Rainford has stated that there are about 400 workers who are yet to be paid, but could not provide an exact date of payment. He, however, has said that it is imminent. According to Mr. Rainford, they are a faith-based organization and will honor all emolument commitments made to their progressors, as they deserve to be rewarded as per arrangements that were made. This will be done in short order, as we have overcome the financial hurdle and we now await the authorization for the transfer of the funds. In a letter that was dated October 1st and directed to the members of staff, Edwards, who is the leader of the party, stated that, "Say to you in parable, we will culminate with a well-deserved crescendo in less time than we could possibly believe. Progressors, I look forward to rewarding each and every one of you at that time." In August 2020, the Jamaica Progressive Party was one of 4 political parties that was given the go-ahead to contest the general elections. However, they moved on to make a decision to pull out of the general elections. Prior to making the decision to withdraw from the general elections, they had issue with being excluded from planned talks between the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party to discuss campaign-related issues. According to the Jamaica Progressive Party's General Secretary, Robert Rainford, the party should not have been excluded from the planned campaign talks. He further went on to state this is an affront to the electoral process, as there are 4 political parties registered to contest elections in Jamaica. Is this allowed under the Political Code of Conduct? Come on, Parliamentary Ombudsman, we need some answers. Information coming out of the Jamaica Progressive Party in August 2020 was that they would send all of 58 candidates to contest the September 3rd general elections. The Jamaica Progressive Party consists of representatives of various churches across Jamaica. They are often referred to as a Christian party. In August, they released an ambitious manifesto, which left many persons stating that the goals in the manifesto were quite unattainable. Others have also stated that the proposals that they made were good for Jamaica. One of the items coming out of the manifesto was focused on medical professionals. The JPP had stated that doctors in the public sector would have their salaries equal to that of their counterparts in the United States, while registered nurses, the police, teachers, military personnel, prison officers, firefighters, and paramedics would be paid a salary of US $48,430 each year. Another proposal was for minimum wage to be calculated at US $11 per hour, which is basically the rate that is used in some states across the US. It also said that the JPP would abolish income tax, but they would introduce a 4% healthcare tax as well as increase the education tax to 4%, and also have a general consumption tax of 10%. According to the JPP, corporate tax would be charged at a rate of 18% on earnings in companies that leave a minimum of 70% of earnings in the country, but a rate of 38% would be imposed on corporations that do not leave a minimum of 70% of their earnings in Jamaica. The JPP had promised in August that they would give a tax break for 7 years for each permanent resident. They would forgive National Housing Trust loans for qualified individuals and also return NHT contributions for qualified individuals. The JPP at the time had stated that it would also pay off the country's debt within the first 100 days in office, and also forgive student loans as well as introduce a 1% water tax and abolish monthly water bills. There was no mention of socialism in the document, however, but its approach to government sees several entities being placed under state control. These would include the nationalization of the Jamaica Public Service, all bauxite operations, the sugar industry, shipping ports, cement factory, toll roads, as well as the Norman Manley and Sangster International airports. They also stated that they would reintroduce a national airline. Other plans by the JPP at the time included introducing a new anti-corruption bill, introducing a new national security agency, and pushing for Jamaica to become a kingdom. According to the party, the Jamaica Progressive Party will be the party to transform Jamaica into a nation under God, operating by his laws and statutes, while upholding the Constitution of Jamaica. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your feedback down below in regards to the Jamaica Progressive Party and their current inability to pay their bills. Of course, many persons who were employed by the Jamaica Progressive Party are still not in receipt of their salaries. Also, leave your feedback down below in regards to the total of Jamaican's $7.2 billion, which remains tied up in a financial institution overseas. Thanks for watching, and remember to share the content with your friends and your families, and also encourage them to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, be safe, and have a great day.